Hello everyone! Sunday starts the new week for me, and I always like to set my intentions and think about what I'm carrying with me into the next 7 days. Last week's affirmation was, I am taking consistent action toward the life experience of my choosing. Was there a time this past week where you had to move forward when it seemed like everything around you was stuck? How did you take action in those moments? Leave your response in the comments below. So, what are we bringing with us? What are we choosing to carry? The restrooms in my building where I work are being renovated, so I have to walk across the lot to the next building and use the facilities there. It's a minor inconvenience, but it often allows me to interact with people I wouldn't normally see. During one particular trip, I gave one of my coworkers a bright hello. Her response was a bit cold, but she's normally a friendly woman, so I didn't think too much of it. What I did think of were my first few months after moving to a new city. I moved east to an area that was culturally different to what I had become accustomed to. Oddly enough, friendliness was almost frowned upon. Being that I didn't know anyone, I wanted to meet people and make friends. So, if I noticed a woman that seemed to be close to my age, I would smile, say hello, and attempt to introduce myself. More often than not, this was met with an annoyed expression. The response to my greeting seemed to be laced with disdain. This happened so many times that I finally gave up. I found myself closing up in on myself and not being the outgoing, affable person that I usually am. After all, what was the point? The point was, I made a decision a long time ago. I decided I would make a conscious effort to remain in my character. It didn't matter what was happening around me. I would not be persuaded to behave in a manner contrary to who I am. The evidence was real. Moving to a new city and allowing specific and unfriendly people to discourage me resulted in me becoming someone whom I wasn't, a hermit. I didn't go anywhere, I didn't do anything, and I didn't know anyone. This went on for months, and when my family found out, they made me promise to try again. This time, finding like-minded people on sites like Meetup or Eventbrite. I'm not going to say that every interaction was perfect, but I can state that returning to who I know myself to be, in the face of dynamic circumstances, resulted in a happier, more enjoyable experience. It was trial and error, but with this genuine smile on my face and in my heart, I've met friends and have built a social life for myself here. There are times when your true personality may wax and wane, depending on where you are and who you are with. We sometimes feel the pressure to step out of our character, to make others happy, or because we may believe that we have to protect ourselves. Remain steady. You don't have to change yourself. You only need to seek out and find your tribe who will accept you for who you really are. These are the people who truly treasure you. Build a positive attitude and a love for yourself that is unshakable. There's only one you, and you're the only one who can be you the best. This week's affirmation is, I choose to always honor myself, regardless of the changing behavior of the people around me. Thanks for giving me a listen. See you next week.